Have you ever glanced at the clock and it's 5:55? Just as you're stressing over a bill you can't pay? Or saw 555 on a receipt right after you checked your nearly empty bank account? Or maybe you saw 555 on a license plate or a street sign the moment you started doubting how you'll make it through the month. It may seem like a coincidence, but it's not random. 555 is not just a number, it's a divine intervention. When this number keeps showing up during financial struggles, it's a sacred sign, a message from your angels that a powerful shift is near. This is not just about money, it's about realignment. It's about prosperity, yes, but prosperity on a soul level. Your angels are not just watching, they're moving things behind the scenes for you. They're realigning your life to prepare you for a financial rebirth. And 5555 is the first whisper of that transformation. So in today's video, we'll explore why 555 shows up when your finances are under pressure, what Archangel Sachiel, the angel of divine wealth, is trying to show you, and how this number may be the very whisper that leads to your breakthrough. But first, comment below. I've seen 555 lately. Let's see how many of us are being called into this transformation together. You're not watching this by accident. Let's dive in. 555 is the universe breaking you out of scarcity. You're checking your phone again. The bills are due, your account balance is low, and no solution seems in sight. You glance at the time, 5:55 p.m. You sigh? Again? But here's the truth. When you see 555 in a moment of struggle, it's not just a coincidence. It's a divine interruption, an angelic flare in the dark. This number arrives when the ground beneath your life is no longer stable because it's not meant to be. 555 shows up when your old financial foundation can no longer carry the weight of who you're becoming, when your soul is ready for more, but your current life is still built around less. It's the angel's way of saying, what you're holding on to is too small for where you're going. Imagine a tree kept too long in a tiny pot. Its roots begin pressing against the edges, curling in on themselves, desperate for more space. Eventually, the pot cracks, not because the tree is dying, but because it's finally ready to grow beyond the limits that once sustained it. To the tree, the breaking feels like chaos, but to the gardener, it's progress, a sign that transplanting must come next. The same is true for you. When your finances begin to unravel, when comfort is replaced with uncertainty, and the old way of doing things no longer works, you might think you're being punished. But in truth, you're being prepared. This is why 555 enters your life right in the midst of discomfort. Not to scare you, but to remind you. This isn't collapse, it's cosmic expansion. This isn't the end, it's the space being cleared for your breakthrough. If it feels like your container is cracking, it means your abundance is ready to take root in new, more fertile soil. And standing at the edge of that new garden is a guide sent just for you. Meet Archangel Sachiel, heaven's messenger of abundance and grace. Behind every sacred number is a sacred presence, and behind 555 is Archangel Sachiel, the divine guardian of prosperity, expansion, and heavenly generosity. Sachiel isn't just an angel of money. He is the conscious energy of aligned wealth, the kind of abundance that uplifts your soul, not just your bank account. When Sachiel is near, you might feel a gentle clarity that something in your life is no longer serving you, an inner pull towards something more meaningful, even if it's unclear. Or sudden opportunities that appear out of nowhere but feel deeply right. But his guidance isn't about luck, it's about liberation. Sachiel helps you release scarcity stories inherited from family or survival. Heal shame around receiving, asking for more, or believing you're worthy of ease. Spot divine openings that align with your soul's greater purpose. Remove energetic clutter, old jobs, toxic people, or financial security blankets that are actually chains. Sometimes, when Sachiel is at work in your life, things will begin to fall away. A job ends, an expense rises unexpectedly. An old financial plan stops working. It can feel scary, but think of a tree being pruned. To the casual observer, it may look like loss, but to the gardener, it's the secret to explosive growth. When the unnecessary is cleared, energy that once went to survival now flows to creation. That's what Sachiel does. He trims what's false, so truth can thrive. He breaks down illusions of scarcity, so divine flow can reach you. So if 555 keeps showing up as your world feels shaken, hear his whisper. What's leaving your life now was limiting your abundance. Let me guide you into something better. You don't have to know the full plan. You only have to say yes to the shift. And that shift begins the moment you trust what the angels are trying to tell you. A story of divine timing. The 555 that changed everything. There was a woman named Joy, appropriately named, though her days lately were anything but joyful. She was tired, working 2 jobs, juggling bills, and still somehow always falling short. Her fridge buzzed quietly, the light inside dim. Her car had just broken down again, and the silence of her kitchen that night felt heavier than any debt. She cradled a chipped mug of tea, steam rising like a prayer, and in the quiet, with swollen eyes and shaky hands, she whispered the words so many of us have said in our darkest moments. God, please help me. There was no thunderclap, no angel in the corner, just the quiet buzz of her phone lighting up on the table. She looked down, the screen read 5:55 p.m. She blinked. Not once, but twice. Some part of her felt it, deep in her chest, but she shook it off. Maybe just coincidence. But the next morning, her phone rang again. This time, it was her cousin. Hey, I know things have been rough, but a friend of mine just posted a job opening this morning. Remote, pays more than what you're making now. You'd be perfect for it. Joy applied immediately, and out of dozens of applicants, her resume was the first one seen. A week later, she got the call. She was hired. Flexible hours, no more exhausting commute, enough pay to finally breathe. And later, as she lit a candle in gratitude, she remembered the moment, 555, flashing on her phone in the kitchen. That was the turning point, she said. That was the moment the divine answered. I just didn't know it yet. So, dear one, when 555 appears, don't just scroll past. It's not just a sign, it's an invitation, a sacred knock on the door of your future. The question is, will you answer it? What you must do when 555 appears. Let's make this clear. Your angels can open every door in the hallway of your destiny, but only you can turn the knob and walk through. When 555 enters your life during a financial storm, it isn't a suggestion to sit back and wait. It's a divine instruction, a cosmic call to move, not just meditate. Think of 555 as a glowing exit sign in a dark room. The room may be familiar, but it's suffocating you. And the angels are lighting the way out. They're whispering, flow with the change, stop gripping the old way. There's something better waiting, but you must say yes to it. That might look like saying no to a job that's draining your soul, even if it pays well on paper. Saying yes to an opportunity that feels scary but expansive. Dusting off that creative idea you've been burying under not now for years. It doesn't always feel logical. It often feels terrifying. But angelic guidance doesn't work through logic. It works through alignment. Imagine you're driving. You took a wrong turn, but your GPS softly chimes in. Recalculating. That's what 555 is. It's not shame. It's not failure. It's divine rerouting, a gentle nudge back onto the path that was always meant for you. Even if you don't fully understand it, trust the reroute. Because the detour isn't random, it's divinely designed. And as you take that first courageous step, remember, Archangel Sachiel isn't just watching. He's walking with you. He's the angel of provision, of sacred opportunities, of divine prosperity. And when you say yes to the new path, you say yes to his help, his blessings, his abundance. Your next step, walk with Archangel Sachiel. This message isn't the end, it's a doorway, because Archangel Sachiel is not finished guiding you. 555 is not a conclusion, it's a celestial invitation, a sign that your journey into abundance, healing, and alignment is only just beginning. You see, the angels never nudge you toward transformation without preparing the way. And Sachiel, heaven's messenger of divine wealth, is ready to walk beside you every day. If you're ready to go deeper, if something inside of you whispered, "This is for me," then a sacred space is already waiting. Inside the Celestial Wealth and Prosperity course, you'll be led into a 12-day immersion where your spirit and your abundance finally meet. You will experience guided daily encounters with Archangel Sachiel to awaken the frequency of divine prosperity. Activate 12 key areas of your life: money, purpose, clarity, confidence, peace, and protection. Clear the inner blocks that have quietly sabotaged your financial growth for years. shame, scarcity, fear of receiving, and align your soul with what was always meant to be yours, a life of flow, trust, and overflow. This isn't mindset work. This is soul work. This is you stepping into divine alignment with support that comes from the highest realm. And the best part? You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to do it alone. The angels are already speaking. This course is how you start truly hearing them, not just in numbers, but in every corner of your life. All that's left is your yes. Click the link in the description to begin your sacred 12-day journey with Archangel Sachiel today. Your breakthrough is already unfolding. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel your chest rise like the dawn and fall like the settling of peace. Gently place your hand over your heart. Let everything else fall away, just for this moment. This is your time. This is your sacred whisper. Now say this aloud or hold it softly in your soul. Beloved Archangel Sachiel, Angel of Abundance, I open my spirit to your light. I release the fear of not having enough, of not being enough. I lay down every burden I've carried in silence, the debts, the shame, the scarcity stories passed down through generations. Wrap me in your golden wings. Bathe me in the warmth of divine provision. Let your torch of truth burn away all illusions of lack. May every step I take from this day forward be guided by your wisdom. Let the money I earn flow from alignment. Let the choices I make be rooted in courage, not fear. Let the people who enter my life uplift, not deplete. Expand my capacity to receive. Open the vaults of heaven. Let opportunities pour forth like rain in a dry season. Where I once saw limits, help me see doorways. Where I once chased survival, anchor me in overflow. Protect my purpose, fuel my mission, and remind me every day that abundance is not a reward I must earn. It is my divine birthright. I walk in prosperity, I rest in peace, I rise in trust, and so it is. Let those words echo in your spirit. Breathe them in, let them fill you like morning light. If this message stirred something in your soul, if you felt a shift, a spark, or even just the soft whisper of possibility, type in the comments below. I trust the shift. I walk in divine abundance. That simple sentence is your spiritual contract. It's your way of telling heaven, I'm ready, I believe, I receive. And don't keep this message to yourself. Share this video with someone who's been silently praying for a sign. This might be their 555 moment. Until next time, may Archangel Sachiel walk ahead of you, guiding your steps with wisdom, lighting your path with peace. May you remember, every shift is sacred, every ending is a beginning, and every number is a whisper from heaven reminding you, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, you are being led toward overflow.